Ever wondered if ambition could be a double-edged sword? Ever heard of Macbeth? Ah yes, Macbeth, Shakespeare's timeless tale of ambition, power, and the tragic consequences of unchecked desires. This narrative is a profound exploration of the human condition and the complexities of ambition. Our protagonist Macbeth is a classic example of how ambition, when allowed to run rampant, can lead to one's downfall. In the world of Macbeth, ambition is not just a personal desire for success, it is a powerful and dangerous force that can consume the individual, twist their morals, and ultimately lead to their ruin. The play is a cautionary tale, a vivid reminder of the potential destructive power of unchecked ambition. It compels us to reflect on our own desires and goals, and to consider the lengths we might go to achieve them. In the next few minutes, we will uncover the plot of Macbeth, a tale of ambition, power, and downfall. A prophecy, a throne, and a man's ambition. This is where our tale begins. In the misty highlands of Scotland, three witches, known as the Weird Sisters, concocted a prophecy. They foretold that Macbeth, a valiant general, would become the Thane of Cawdor, and then the King of Scotland. Quite a prediction, wouldn't you say? But it's not the prophecy alone that stirs our tale, it's Macbeth's reaction to it. You see, upon hearing this prediction, an intense ambition awakened within him, an ambition that would shape his destiny. Now, let's talk about Lady Macbeth, a woman of unparalleled cunning and ambition parallel to her husband's. Upon receiving news of the prophecy, she too was stirred, but not with fear or apprehension. No, she was filled with a fierce determination to make the prophecy come true, by any means necessary. Together they hatched a plot to seize the throne. Their plan was simple, yet chilling. They would murder King Duncan, the reigning king, as he slept in their castle. Macbeth, struck with hesitation and guilt, nearly backed away, but Lady Macbeth, steadfast and resolute, chastised him for his lack of courage, pushing him towards the dark deed. She believed that once the deed was done, they could wash their hands clean of it, both literally and metaphorically, and so, under the cloak of night, the deed was done. King Duncan was murdered, and Macbeth ascended to the throne. The prophecy had come true, but at a chilling cost. Macbeth and Lady Macbeth had stained their hands and souls with a king's blood, and unbeknownst to them, set themselves on a path of ruin and despair. The throne is seized, but at what cost? Let's delve deeper into the aftermath. With the throne under his control, Macbeth's reign begins, but not without its troubles. Macbeth, now king, sits at the pinnacle of power. But instead of enjoying the fruits of his ambition, he's plagued by paranoia and fear. His mind is a whirlwind of dread, haunted by the prophecy of the witches and the specter of Banquo, his once dear friend, now a potential threat. You see, the witches hadn't just prophesied Macbeth's kingship, they'd also foretold that Banquo's descendants would be kings. As a result, Macbeth's mind is teeming with the fear of losing his ill-gotten throne. His thoughts consumed with the need to prevent Banquo's lineage from taking what he believes is rightfully his. And so, in an attempt to secure his power, Macbeth does the unthinkable. He orders the murder of Banquo and his son Fleance. This act isn't just a display of Macbeth's growing ruthlessness, it's also a stark reflection of his escalating paranoia. His actions are no longer driven by ambition alone, but by a desperate need to cling on to power. However, Fleance manages to escape, leaving Macbeth in a state of perpetual anxiety. His paranoia intensifies, and his reign, instead of being marked by prosperity and peace, is characterized by a series of brutalities and atrocities. But the plot thickens. Macbeth, in his fear and desperation, seeks out the witches once more, craving reassurance. Yet, the prophecies he receives only serve to feed his paranoia and spur him into further violence. He becomes a tyrant, his rule marked by an unending cycle of bloodshed and fear. In his pursuit of power, Macbeth loses sight of his humanity. He becomes a prisoner of his own ambition, his reign a testament to the dangers of unchecked desire for power. And so, Macbeth's reign, rather than being a time of glory and triumph, turns into a dark, bloody chapter in Scotland's history. His actions, driven by fear and paranoia, lead to a reign of terror, showing us all the destructive potential of uncontrolled ambition and power. As we will see, unchecked ambition can lead to one's downfall. Every rise has a fall, and Macbeth's fall was as dramatic as his rise. As we delve into the downfall of Macbeth, we witness a man consumed by his own ambition and paranoia, spiraling into madness. His once ironclad confidence begins to crumble, replaced by a haunting fear that gnaws at his sanity. He becomes obsessed with the prophecies, and his mind becomes a tangled web of suspicion and dread. He starts seeing the ghost of Banquo, his friend whom he had killed out of fear and ambition. This growing insanity only serves to isolate him further, as he retreats into the dark recesses of his tormented mind. In the meantime, the kingdom is in turmoil. Macbeth's rule, marred by fear and tyranny, has left the people desperate for change. His allies, once loyal, begin to desert him one by one, driven away by his despotic rule and unhinged behavior. The once mighty Macbeth is left standing alone, his power slipping away like sand through his fingers. Even his wife, Lady Macbeth, who was once his partner in crime, can't withstand the guilt and descends into her own madness, eventually taking her own life. Her death only deepens Macbeth's despair, leaving him teetering on the edge of hopelessness. But the end is near. The prophecy that once set him on this path of destruction now foretells his downfall. Macduff, who was born through a cesarean section and hence technically not born of a woman, confronts Macbeth. In a fierce battle, Macduff beheads Macbeth, bringing an end to his tyrannical rule. The kingdom breathes a sigh of relief as the dark cloud of Macbeth's reign lifts, and a new era of peace is ushered in. Macbeth's downfall is a clear example of the perils of unchecked ambition. His relentless pursuit of power led him down a path of destruction, costing him his sanity, his allies, and ultimately his life. It serves as a stark reminder that power, when pursued without conscience or restraint, can lead to one's downfall. So what can we learn from Macbeth's ambitious pursuit of power? Well, let's start with this. Macbeth teaches us that ambition is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it can propel us to great heights, inspiring us to strive for success and achievement. On the other, if left unchecked, it can consume us, leading to our downfall. Macbeth's ambition, fueled by the witch's prophecy, was initially a source of motivation. But as he delved deeper into his quest for power, his ambition spiraled out of control, leading him down a path of destruction. One key lesson from Macbeth is the importance of moral integrity. In his lust for power, Macbeth compromises his morals, engaging in deceit, murder, and betrayal. He becomes a puppet of his own ambition, losing sight of his values and humanity. This is a stark reminder for us to always stay true to our moral compass, no matter how tempting the prize may be. The play also highlights the dangers of overconfidence. Macbeth's arrogance led him to believe he was invincible, a belief that ultimately contributed to his downfall. He disregarded warnings and dismissed threats, blinded by his own arrogance. This teaches us the importance of humility and the need to constantly reassess and question our actions and decisions. Finally, we learn about the destructive power of guilt. Macbeth and Lady Macbeth's guilt manifest in haunting visions and mental breakdowns, illustrating the psychological toll of their actions. It's a poignant reminder that our actions have consequences, and wrongdoings often return to haunt us. So as we reflect on Macbeth's journey, let's remember that unchecked ambition can be a dangerous force. It's crucial to balance ambition with humility, moral integrity, and a keen awareness of our actions' consequences. And let's not forget, the real power lies not in ruling others, but in mastering ourselves, our desires, and our actions. Remember, ambition is not inherently evil, but when unchecked, it can lead to our downfall. As we've journeyed today through the rise and fall of this Shakespearean character, we've seen how ambition, if not tempered with integrity, can lead to one's downfall. We began with Macbeth's lofty aspirations, spurred on by the witch's prophecy, leading him to seize the throne. We then saw how his reign, marked by paranoia and tyranny, cast a dark shadow over Scotland. His fall, inevitable and tragic, was a result of his unchecked ambition and abuse of power. Throughout this narrative, the themes of ambition and power resonate loudly. They are a stark reminder that unchecked aspiration can lead to destructive consequences. Macbeth's story is not just a tale of a fallen king, but a lesson for all of us. So, the next time you consider your ambitions, remember Macbeth, and may your ambition always be tempered with integrity.